All right, my name is Lawrence Ray, also known as LRW3, and today I got one of them ones with me, man. I'm not even about to tell you to introduce yourself. I'm gonna introduce you, man. This is my guy Foolay DC right here, man. One of the real 478 legends right here, man. Before we get into it, tell the people your social media, so they should already be following you. I'm gonna take this one personal if you're not, but go ahead and let them know if by chance they're not.
On all social media platforms, it's at Foolay DC. That's Foolay, the letter D, the letter C, just like that. Yeah.
Before we even get started, you could argue, man, and you probably wouldn't even take the credit unless I gave it to you. You probably one of the most influential people as far as what I was able to do on a music tip. Because again, when I first started making music, you know, I was just at the crib making random freestyles in my room or whatever, and you was already up and coming. You was already that guy. And again, we talking our city. That's all we cared about at that time. Our city, you was one of them guys. So, you know, you used to just be over the crib with my sister or whatever, y'all just cooling it. And then, you know, you hear me in the room just making a random song, and it was you and Jody. Yeah. Like, you probably don't even remember. That's how important it was to me.
I remember.
It was you and Jody just came in the room, y'all just hopped on it, and for me, again, it might have just been y'all, hey man, we just bored at the crib, let's just rap. But for me, somebody who was like early on, that was like my second song, I'm like, yo man, he one of the hottest dudes in the city right now. He just randomly hopped on my song. So for somebody who's still trying to figure out, yo, can I do this?
Thanks, bro.
That's one of those that motivate you, like, damn, he hot, and he felt I was good enough that he would take his time to do one of my songs. That really made me feel like, hey, I could be one of those ones. And you know, I went, you know, you could argue some people argue I went and became one of those ones in the city, but again,
for sure,
that starts with you. So that's why I said this is really one of those ones, man. Just for the people who don't know you, just talk to your beginnings in the music, and I guess, yeah, let's just start there, because like I said, I know everything, so I just want to make sure we slow walk this one.
Perfect. But before I even do that, bro, I'm gonna say, bro, I did not know that, like, you felt like, you know, I was influential on that, but that really do make me feel a way, because that's kind of with the same thing that happened to me. Like, Polo kind of did that to me, bro. Like, I was there chilling with his sister and stuff. We was all in high school together, and then it was just like, bro had came in one day and he was like, shake that ass on me. That's one of the songs I had at that time, and I was like, damn, bro, this
I remember that song,
bro. He know this shit, and he got on the song. He was like, bro, I want to get on the remix, and it just made me like, oh, I can really do this shit now, because he was him at that time.
Yeah.
So, bro, that's the goal though, like, bro, because it's like, the fact that you said that you feel like, you know, I took that time, bro, that was the whole goal, like, to motivate you, because you was definitely talented, bro. Since a jit, like, bro, we used to tell your sister that, bro, you could rap like a motherfucker, boy, like, rap, you know me, man, like, rap, but I don't really care about it like that. I like to make I make bops.
Facts.
But, so we get back on the subject though, like, starting in music, bro, it was kind of like, around here, honestly, I really wasn't like, I mean, I played sports and stuff, like, through rec department and stuff, but then, like, after that, it kind of was just like, wasn't really like something. I mean, I would do it for recreation, like fun with my friends, but I didn't really care about it. But music, like, my uncle used to DJ back in Alabama, like, so I used to go home like every summer and shit, or like for holidays, and I just used to see him DJ, and thought I wanted to be a DJ, bro, to be honest. And it was just like, we had a talent show one time at the family reunion, and you know, most kids know how to dance and shit. Not me though. So I wanted to be in the talent show though, of course. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm a rap. So I ain't really know what to say, how to say it. My uncle just put on a beat. He put on a beat that he always would play. Sometimes we just play around in the studio, like, well, when he was doing his mixes and stuff back then, and I rap. And I just started rapping, and it was so ass, bro. So my family was cheering me on though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and from that point on, bro, you know, at that age, it was made me like, yeah, bro, this is what I want to do. Like, I just want to rap.
You've been running with it since. Now,
bro.
We already know, like I said, you're a real 478 legend. And for the people, because I know I kind of got a national audience now, the music talent in Georgia does not always come from Atlanta. I think that's an issue. That's a big issue people have. They hear you from Georgia. If they not from Georgia and they hear you from Georgia, automatically, oh, you know, like when I moved to Louisiana, I was in New Orleans. They was like, oh, you know the Migos, you know, like, hey, like, no, I'm not from Atlanta, but I think that's a big thing, because yeah, we're 45 minutes away from Atlanta, but it's like night and day as far as the music scenes go. Like, shout out to Atlanta, they have produced some of the most impactful music the state of Georgia has produced, but there is talent elsewhere. So just talk about, you ended up in the city, of course, but before you got to the city, how was it trying to make it from a smaller area town and things like that?
To be honest, bro, I just kind of was one of those people that before the social media wave, I used my clout to do music. Like, through high school, I played around, I did what I could and stuff like that. But once I kind of like graduated and like I was trying to figure out what I'm finna do next, like am I finna go to college, I'm finna do this, boom. I had ran across like Zay, and he was kind of like throwing parties, known for throwing parties, but he had took a kind of like a break, like he wasn't throwing parties no more. But I was fresh out of high school, still had like the people, so me and him linked and we started doing these events at Neighbors Bar and Grill.
I remember those.
And it just started as that. And I was just like, you know what? We finna incorporate like my music in it. So we would have the DJs like play my songs and this and other, just trying stuff. And and it just kind of worked like that, bro. Like I basically just used the clout I could to get people to come party, to get them to listen to my music. Like you in here at my party, you might as well hear my song while you in here. And then I just so happen to have, actually, bro, you may not remember, but before it was Fucking Your Bitch, I had a song called Oh My God. It was like, oh my God, I'm finna smash, like that. Yeah, you know that?
Come on, man.
That's the one.
I keep telling you, bro, I don't pretend, bro. I know it's very few songs you probably made that slid past me, bro.
That's really the one. People overlook that, but that's the one.
You had
that
some
made
joints, I
people pay
can't remember
attention.
their names, not to cut you off. You had some joints before. We can really get into your history.
But
you had some joints we can really go back on.
But I think those are probably like more of our side.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying, like Northside High School, like
Facts.
people like that, like they knew that. But when I started getting like the city, was that oh my God, I'm finna smash. I swear it was like, but females was fucking with it, and I was like, cool, bet. And then I didn't even like Fucking Your Bitch, bro. I
but that song was boy, the beat was hard on that. The hook was the perfect, like it's like people in the club. That's the perfect middle of the club joint. I feel like being disrespectful to you. Bro. I'm ready to turn up, That's exactly what it's for. The beat, like, it had the perfect, because sometimes I tell artists when you first start, you can't make us wait too long. Like, so that's the issue a lot of artists have, but, like, yours was perfect. Like, the beat, like, it came in, but it built tension up. So then, that is, like, the perfect creation of a song for the club, because, like, you can turn up as you wait, and then when it drop, that beat go, man.
It definitely was one, bro. And that song really did it. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know. Like, my run to get recognition in the city wasn't really hard until after I had already, like, became the city, if that makes sense. Like, at the Fucking Your Bitch drop, and it started going up. It was just easy for that. Like, I played it in the club one night, and nigga, that was like the best reaction I ever got from anybody ever.
And that was like 2012, wasn't
like 2012.
Yeah, see, I be on my history for you, man. Like, bro. Was that your biggest one or is that? Because again, I have to frame my answers in a way because obviously I'm biased to you. So everything you was doing, you ain't missed to me. Yep. But for other people, was that like the main moment that took you from like a neighborhood hero-esque person to like, hey, this guy might break the industry through?
I think so.
Like
that song.
I think, and again, I'm biased, so to me, like, ain't nothing changed after that song. He just doing what we already knew him to do.
But I hated that song, bro. I felt like the verses was ass. You know what I'm saying? The hook was just fire. Because that song was never supposed to leave that studio. Like, anybody who was in there with me would tell you that. It was just, we were just bullshitting. Like, and that's how, for real, like, I'm fucking your bitch. Like, I'm fucking your, like, we were bullshitting, bro. High as hell. Just bullshitting.
I think that song, I ain't gonna pretend I remember the verses. Yes. But that song, that was one of those songs, and those are the songs these artists are trying to create. Like, it really honestly don't matter what you said on the verse, bro. It didn't matter, bro. That song was a hit. Like,
it didn't matter. That's what I realized at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
that song, that was one of those.
That song was a gift and a curse, though.
Why you say it was a curse, though?
Oh, well, that bitch was a curse. I'm gonna tell you why it was a curse. You know, because you know my archive. You know the creativity and everything like that. But when you create a song like that, people expect that from you.
It unfairly trapped you in that lane.
It trapped me in that lane. And to the point where it was like that wasn't what I was just doing, bro. I'm not saying I was making trap music, but I was kind of being
You make floater
experimental.
music. Yeah, you do
bro,
a lot of
floater,
stuff.
like, yeah.
I can see that, yeah, as a fan, as a fan of you, because I don't call myself a fan of too many people, but
Yeah.
as a fan of you, I already was in tune with what you were doing. So
Yeah.
when you drop that, that's fire, but I know you do other things.
Exactly.
But for the people who literally just met you on this one, and then you go back to the stuff maybe that you was already trying, that it may not be automatic hit for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's for your fans. They like, man, that's cool, but we need another one of these. So now it's one of those like, all right, artistry. Do I want to get this attention? Because I know I can get the attention by doing this, or do I want to actually make the music that I want to do, even if it doesn't necessarily get the attention this one song got? How did you end up balancing that, and what did you end up deciding on that?
To be honest, bro, life just kind of did that for me in a way, because it was like we rode it like fucking your bitch went from Warner Robins. It started here with like DJ A1, DJ T Swin, then like DJ Smooth got a hold of it, and like Tex James and DJs in Macon, and then next thing you know we were going to perform in Macon, and then we moved from doing shows at Neighbors on Saturdays to doing at Asylum. That was like one of the biggest clubs in Macon. We're doing Saturdays there now, and then after that, I did a talent show, and the talent show took me to like Atlanta to go perform for like BET Hip Hop Awards weekend and stuff of that nature. And once that happened, you know, met some people, and that's kind of just transitioned me to that. But once I got in that situation, me being young, fast, naive, I basically signed the song away and got nothing from it. And so that put me in a way where, like I said, life did it for itself. I just was depressed, bro. Like, cause once I realized it, cause for a long time I did not know that was going on. Cause I'm still doing shows and doing that until they come and like, you know, bro, like, yeah, we can't really perform that song and get paid off it no more because of this, that, and the other and shit. So I was like, damn, what the fuck we finna do now then? So it was like, create another one. I did create one that was kind of similar in a way. It was called On You, like, I'ma throw these bands on you. Remember that?
Yeah. I'm telling you, you can't get us on, man. I know these
bro,
things, man.
You a real one, bro.
I be in tune with this, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend.
Yeah, bro. And it kind of.
It wasn't. Respectfully,
bitch,
it wasn't.
It wasn't. So, I don't know, bro. And it was like that situation was just so horrible. I took a break and I started going to school, bro, for like engineering.
And that lead us right in. It's crazy how you ended up taking a break, and like I said, we gonna take this way. I think I had this question later on, as far as you ended up enrolling at Atlanta Institute of Music. How was that experience as far as going to school? And for people, because I know a lot of people now want to get into engineering. What would you tell them to expect as far as educational or things like that when you do decide to go that route?
I'm gonna keep it so solid, because that's what we gotta do. Don't listen to me. Don't enroll in any type of college or institution that's going to teach you about audio engineering. The shit is too expensive and you don't learn nothing. This is what you do. You watch YouTube, you learn the basics. Once you learn the basics, you find you a good studio. You go get you an internship. You learn everything that you need to know at your internship. The school don't teach you shit but what EQ means, what stuff like that means, and stuff like compressors. What's the difference between parallel compression, and what's the difference between analog and digital? That's all. That shit, and shit was $20,000, bro.
Sheesh.
Like dead ass, bro. But it don't teach you shit. You can come out with an associate's degree, or you can go for a bachelor's degree or whatnot in arts. So that's a good thing. But if you're just trying to strictly learn engineering, it doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off. We're gonna let you get back to it. Does the studios care if you got a degree or not, or no?
They care what your...
Yeah, because you can have a degree and still be the most trash engineer there is.
Most of them are. Most of the engineers that have degrees, like the Full Sails and shit like that, bro, they never had real studio life experiences. Like, bro, how I beat the curve and learned how to engineer, bro. When I first moved to Atlanta, I was dead broke. After that situation, bro, I had nowhere to live anymore. So I'm living in my whip. But my mama think I'm good. Like, I'm doing this. I'm living in my whip in an extended stays hotel.
I remember we had talked about that previously. I wasn't going to bring it up. You know, I don't do none of that, bro. That's deep.
I'm going to bring it up because people need to know. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I got an internship because I needed somewhere to fucking sleep, bro. I wasn't supposed to have an internship till like my last semester of college, nigga. This is like my first semester, and I got an internship at Patchwork. Lied my way through. They thinking I'm about to get ready to graduate. I mean,
they ain't verified nothing.
Like, bro, they tried based off certain questions they asked me, but I knew enough.
You knew enough. That's the thing people don't realize, bro. Half the industry is faking it till you make it, bro.
Like, and that was like probably the best decision I ever made, because now when I'm going to school, I'm damn near like the teacher, bro. Like, and once my teacher found out I'm an intern at Patchwork, it's kind of like certain stuff he ain't even ask me no more, because he kind of felt like I could check him on some shit.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Leave him alone, man.
He in a real ass, legit ass studio. Like, this is a record label studio. This ain't just no.
For my people who do not live in Georgia, Patchwork is one of those. I don't know where you might be watching this from. Think of one of the top 3 best studios in your state.
Facts.
That's one of those, man. How many?
Facts.
What type of names have been at? It's been some real names. They got some plaques from Patchwork.
Tupac,
man.
Whitney Houston, R. Kelly, or I don't know if I should have said that. Like Tamar Braxton, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Outkast, bro. Everybody, bro. Everybody's recorded there, bro. And me, when I was interning there, I witnessed like rest his soul, like the Dogs. I witnessed Gotti in there, Rich Homie Quan in his prime, like Thug when he had the grill and the braces still, like Tamar Braxton, Zaytoven, Walker, Gucci, bro. Future.
Basically anybody you can think of, they've been at Patchwork. Bro, if they haven't been at Patchwork, it's only because they want to be there. They just haven't had the opportunity to be at Patchwork.
Or they bread one right.
That's just. I wasn't gonna say it, but that's usually the case, man. So we at Patchwork, and one thing I remember, you was like, you were engineering, but how was that? Because you weren't making music no more. You were just solely engineering.
Solely engineering.
So how long was that between when you stopped rapping to the engine? Because I remember, it's crazy how you said you took a break, because while you were engineering, again, this is why I give you flowers and say you probably are one of the most influential people. Like, we talking about directly as far as, can you trace back on my music scale where it started? Again, it started second song. And then, you know, like you said, you had gotten into a bad situation with some contracts. I myself, when I was like 18, I had gotten in some bad situations. I had a couple of majors offers. I had a couple of indies, basically. And I ain't gonna front. Looking back on it, as you get older, it was probably me. You know, back then you don't want to accept it, but ignorance ain't an excuse. So, you know, my deals went left, kind of like yours. I felt the same way, man. I'm done music. This ain't for me. I'm gonna go do some other stuff. And then it was like after about like dead ass about almost 10 years or so, I ended up deciding, hey, I think I'm gonna come back and make me a song or something. So I started writing or whatever. I was looking for a studio, and of course, guess who I ended up tapping in with?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I ended up tapping in with you, and we ended up doing that song Lies. And again, I didn't even think Lies was that good. I mean, objectively speaking, until I came to you, and you really like legit. I'm not trying to hype him. I've seen his engineering skills. Like, you turned that song into, I'm not gonna flex or try to downplay. It was an average song.
Yeah, that was mid days, bro.
Yeah,
like, I was low key selling mid at that time with the engineering.
And
like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and you took that song, bro, and like made a song. I sent it to everybody. I was like, oh damn, you still got. That ended up really motivating me to come back to music. That's when I came, like I think a year or two later, did Son God Loves, made Apple Music homepage. Did Son God Loves 2, sold out Amazon, and you know that attention is what had me able, now that people knew who I was, to start a podcast, get people to follow me, pay attention to me. Bro. So literally, without you doing that one song, there is no Talk to Me Nice, there is no Million View podcast, because I would have never garnered the attention. One, I would never had the motivation to even do a tape, to then get the attention needed to leverage into a podcast.
Bro, I respect it, but I can't accept it. I'm gonna tell you why I can't accept it. I can't accept that you saying that's because of me. It's because of you, for one, though. I'll take what I've helped or whatnot, but let me tell you something, bro. I always believed in you regardless if you think so or not. Let me tell you why. I don't do no house calls, bro.
That's a fact.
I don't do that. But come on now, I done pushed up on you.
You did.
Like, you know what I'm saying? At your mom career, right over there, brought all the stuff to record you, bro, because it's like, I believe in the talent, bro. It's like certain people I do that for when I think that they're talented and they can go certain places. I can count the amount as like on one hand that I've literally recorded them at their crib. Like, because I don't do that, bro. If you know how hard it is for me hauling all that shit,
that's
bro,
a fact.
Like,
the only thing is, I know you want to be modest. The reason I give you credit as far as for that song is because before I met you, you know, I knew you, but before I went and worked with you, I was trying to make a comeback. I had been trying to do little songs at the career. It just didn't sound right. It sounded trash. So it was like, nah, maybe it still ain't meant for me to be. Yeah. But you actually engineering it the way I wanted, like I
Take
thought
your
it should
time
sound,
with it, yeah.
that's when it was like, oh no, hold on, it might be time to do something. Because I was trying, but had I never ran into you, or I gotta say you, because yeah, I could have ended up somewhere else and maybe it would have still worked itself out, but that's not how it worked itself out. It was you. Maybe I could have ran into a different engineer. But again, if we talking direct lineage, I ran into you, and that's what I know you want to be modest. We ain't here to be modest.
Bro,
you be modest. I'm gonna give you your flowers.
I'm gonna accept the flowers, but I'm just gonna let you know, bro. You like that, and I'm gonna say this too, bro, because they don't get enough credit, but they play one of the biggest roles on music still to this day, even for me. Man, salute the engineers, bro.
That's a fact.
That's the hardest job
literally
in the studio, bro.
I always say an engineer can turn a bad song good, and a bad engineer can turn a good song bad.
Yeah, yes,
just depending
true.
on what exactly they do with it.
That's the facts, bro. That's the fact.
What made you one day just say, yo, I'm done with engineering, it's time to refocus back to the music?
Because I never really stopped, if that makes sense. Like, I stopped dropping music, but bro, I never stopped recording. Like, even when I was engineering at the studio you came to, bro, I used to wait till they closed that bitch up. And I used to go back up there and put the keypad in that bitch and invite all my homies, bro. And we'd be in that bitch damn near having a party in that bitch.
They weren't tripping about that?
They didn't know.
Oh, I'm finna say, they look like they was strict over there. I ain't even gonna flex.
Like, bro, but I did that shit for like 6-7 months straight. They just didn't know. But it was like, nigga.
They must have had no security system when they're like.
Nah, it wasn't shit there, bro.
I was gonna tell, like.
And the thing about it is, bro, it's like this also. Now, this is when I am about to be arrogant. What would they have done if they did find out? Well, who was gonna replace me?
That's the thing I always.
You get what I'm saying?
That's the thing I always tell people. Leverage is about how replaceable you are.
Yes,
if I can replace you easily, you don't get away with a lot. But if it's like, damn, he need to go.
Facts.
But who gonna take his place?
On that side of town, they was not about to find nobody who could have replaced me, bro. That's a fact. So I knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these people that I'm bringing in here also do music too. So it's like, they going to bring their money in here. So I'm low-key promoting for y'all while I'm doing this.
That's a fact. Because, yeah, you was in McDonough at that time. There was nobody that was going to be comparable to you unless you went deep in the city, probably. That's another hour you got to travel down that road. Right. Like, even for me, I was like, shit, I don't feel like going an hour and a half, 2 hours into the city, but I'll go 45 minutes to McDonough. Like, and that really would make or break a lot of people's decisions.
Quality,
exactly. Like, that's real talk right there. So, when, I guess, you like you said, you always making music. When did we get serious? What was your first major smash back in? Because I'm trying to remember, like, what was your first bigger song? I'm trying to get myself back on the right timeline when you returned. What was the first song?
So when I came back to the music, it picked up right where it left off at, and I spoke it to existence when I dropped Houston Lake.
That's my job, bro. I swear to God,
that was it.
I put my YouTube up right now, bro. Like this is real talk as far as downloads. Like you dead ass are in my downloads with stuff like this, man. You got to go way back. So you know I can't fake this on camera.
Nah, bro, I believe you because you said like you a real fan, you in tune. But yeah, bro, that
whole Houston Lake tape, bro. Yes, like real talk, all that, man. Like, damn, I downloaded a lot of YouTube videos, bro.
Good project. Like, but that was the one that it was kind of like I bounced back. Like I was like, you know what? That's why it was called Mad at Me. That project was called Mad at Me because I felt like my fans was mad at me. Hell, I was mad at me for giving up on the music to chase engineering because of
because that's the one that had Yet on it too,
yeah,
ain't it?
Had that Yet, but Yet my favorite
Yet
song
hard,
today.
boy, Yet hard. I still pull that up randomly, man.
Facts, bro. It's like one of my hardest songs. I feel like it's a sleeper. People slept on it, but it's one of them ones.
At that time, I know you said people were trying to manage you. Did you take a management deal at that time or no?
Yes. So it wasn't bad either. But it was a lady. She was probably about mid-40s. It was a lady, and she had a younger female with her, probably like early 30s. And I went and sat down with them, bro. I met them at Outback in McDonough. Like they drove out, they stayed like up towards Snellville. They came all the way down, they met with me. We had a good little meeting and stuff of this nature. And it wasn't really anything where they wanted anything more than normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were cool with taking like 15% off of things that they booked. Like, if I had events or something that they booked and people paid, they just get a little 15% off that here, this and the other. Anything I did, they didn't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Unless I chose to. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, that's how the contract was structured. They were good women. They also helped me with a lot of stuff too, like as far as getting like high budget videos, like when I shot the video for Know What It Is, and like
Yeah, you had some crazy videos.
yeah, at that point when I was doing, they was helping me, bro. When I was getting shows, I was getting booked in like Washington DC.
I remember that too. I remember you had like your little banner too at that.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you, I'm in tune with it.
So,
No
yeah,
faking.
bro, they was making sure I was good. So what really happened though? This is what I think. So I'm not gonna say any names but there's promoters here in Warner Robins, right? And you know me. Everything from Warner Robins is never really about money to me.
That's a fact.
So the promoter here in Warner Robins reached out to me, and wanted me to come do something for them. Granted, I have history with this promoter. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this. I don't do the chatty patty or things like that, so I don't need to know no name or nothing.
Yeah.
But when you say you got history, just for context purposes, so we can keep the people in tune with it. Is this history good or bad?
Good, it's good history.
Okay,
Good
I
history.
feel that's important because I don't want to just leave it up like, is it?
Yeah, it's good history. But, so I agreed to do this event for free. Like, because boom, 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 right? My managers feel the way. So, because I guess they think I'm lying to them by saying I'm doing the event for free, and I'm just trying to keep them from
the money.
getting the money or anything like that. So I'm basically like, hey, y'all can come down here and do this event with me. I wasn't even expecting for the event to be big, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, y'all can come down here with me when I go do this event, this and the other, boom, boom. And ever since that, bro, it's like, I guess Shawty didn't trust me, or she didn't believe it, and it's just kind of like our relationship.
Isn't there a
started,
way like y'all could what you want me to do to vary? You want me to show you everywhere I get paid? Like it's that. I feel like that's a simple thing that.
The thing is, bro, I could have showed the text threads, could have showed bro, I didn't get $1. You know what I'm saying? I lost more coming to do the event than anything. It was just something for the city. And I think after all that happened, it just kind of, the relationship started to kind of just deteriorate and shit. And so Shawty stopped trying to like do extra stuff, because I guess she felt like, oh, since you go do this event on your own and that on your own and all this other, you don't need me, this other. So I just waited till like another 3 months till the contract ended up. Once that contract ended up, it was so crazy is I had been being loyal to Shorty. I had some big players over here that knew this shit and had real connects that wanted to manage me. That just genuinely, they had already been moving like they were my managers, like give me studio time, doing all that shit, get me into the events. They're still managing me to the day, technically. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, so it was just God, though, to be honest.
So that contract end, do we automatically go with those new connections, or do we just stay independent as far as without no
I
management?
stayed independent for about a year before I went with the new connection, but I still was working with the new connections. I just never signed anything. They were technically my managers, but I just wasn't on contract with them because it wasn't about that, bro. This nigga, these two dudes, Michael Jarrell and T-Ro, because I can say their names, just genuinely believed in me. You know what I'm saying? They genuinely believed in me, and they got bread. They ain't need nothing from me. They wasn't just banking on this. Like, they got businesses, successful businesses that they run. They're not banking on it for me, but they just genuinely believed in my talent. How I know so is, bro, it ain't like these people call and they'll see how my kids doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, it's like you could tell it ain't just, when we talk, we damn near forget to talk about the business. You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point we have to orchestrate, hey, we're going to talk about business on Thursday, though. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
That's like me and my man Trey, who helped me with the podcast. Like, we'll sit, hey, man, we got to sit down and talk about what we planning, what's up next for the next, next month, what's scheduled. We get on the phone, whole conversation, all right, laugh out, all right, man, we forgot to talk about everything we supposed to talk about, man. Next time we'll get to it, man. That's how it should be, though, man. To me, when you're doing business, man, I need to be able to talk about everything with you, because like if it's only business and that's all, we ain't got really nothing else to talk about, that's where it's real easy to crack it. Because if I know you my mans for real, like, man, I know we do business, but that's my mans. He gonna do me there. Who, you and your people?
Yeah, we've been beefing for about, I hope you make this part a snippet because I need them to see this. Me and T-Ro ain't beefing. Me and Michael Jarrell beefing right now, though. We beefing because me and Michael Jarrell are just alike. We both Virgos. We both perfectionists. We both strong-minded. We both see things our way. And me, I normally just kind of let Mike have it. Like, I got this mechanism that I use with, like, my girl. Okay, you right. But I'm going to just let you have it. You get what I'm saying? But this time it was to the point where, nah,
You gotta stand on it.
you wasn't going to let him have it. So I kind of like spoke my mind this time, which was something he probably wasn't like fully used to. So when I know he took it the way I sounded and not
how you meant it.
Yeah, how I meant it.
Charge it to my head, not my heart.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to have T-Row to keep it on ground, because I think Mike thought that I was like saying, fuck y'all, I don't want y'all to manage me or do this and other and shit like that. But no, that's not what I was saying, bro. I was just wanting you to know, like, I'm not worried about my other businesses right now or anything of that nature. I'm strictly, solely worried about my music.
That's fact.
You get what I mean? So I see what y'all doing, and that's cool. So I feel like y'all may not be so in tune with what I'm doing right now to the point because y'all are focused on that, and I don't have no issue with that, because get the bag, my nigga. Get the bag. But don't come in and try to be like, I need to be doing this, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. Nigga, I'm doing everything right now for myself. So some things I may miss because I'm not being fully managed at this time. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So it was just like one of those where we was really just getting in the grind and shit like that. But, and the reason I say this shit, because Mike know I love him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no issue. I can say this shit right here on camera, because it's like, nigga, you my brother. Like, and my business partner. And it's like, if we ain't seeing eye to eye, nigga, we cool.
That's a fact. I love you enough to tell you. Like,
Yeah,
if
like,
it was just business, I'd just let it rock.
We seeing.
So you know me, I gotta play peacekeeper, man. Yeah. What we gotta do to make this right for y'all, man? Y'all gotta have a sit down. You gotta get on the phone.
So I was on the phone with T-Row the other day. The other one, like a week ago, man, we were supposed to get on the phone like the Monday after and talk. Cause see, but these niggas ain't heard Slim Reaper. They ain't heard Slim Reaper. They ain't seen nothing I did with Slim Reaper. And they helped me with every other thing I've done since they've been managing me. But I'm proving a point right now.
Ain't nothing wrong with putting a point, man.
You get what I mean?
You gotta get right with your people, though.
You
got to, man.
It's like, it's not like I'm proving a point on something like that, but I'm proving a point to where I want them to know that, like, bro, I can get this shit done. Because it's just the way that I feel like Mike came, bro, when he came at me about it. Like, yeah, bro, we did this to get some momentum here, and you just let the momentum kind of die down. And my thing was like, I let it die down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the show, killed the show, was the best performer at the show, did the best interview after the show. We all know that for a fact. I took pictures, I posted all the pictures for the show, like 2 or 3 days. What's next? What do you want me to do? Post more pictures from that one show for 2-3 weeks? No.
I ain't gonna front. Yeah,
You know
for
what
me,
I'm saying?
if I see an artist who only like keep posting the same thing, I'm gonna say, oh, buddy ain't getting booked like that. Buddy got to keep refreshing them photos. Ain't nothing else new coming.
Exactly.
I'm gonna think you ain't got no movement.
Exactly, and that's what my thing was. So that did rub me the wrong way, because it's kind of like, bro, I told y'all, like, right now I'm focused on getting this album and stuff like that ready, like, because, like, bro, damn near, bro, this off topic, but this is probably my best project ever. When you hear this bitch, you're gonna be like, damn.
No, that's a tough thing to say to me, because I be in tune.
This is
like,
real, bro. I promise you, Ray. I got this shit now, bro. Like, we'll get back to it. But that's just what I'm saying. I've been working on this project since the very first week of this year, and I told them that. Like, we've had numerous discussions, so that's why it was kind of one of those things with me. I'm like, bro, how am I not keeping momentum alive when there's nothing else for me to ride?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
truthful point of view, I can see both sides, because, you know, if they legit think, hey, man, we gave you opportunity, man, and yeah, that was a look, but I did the look. So from your end, like, bro, I can't keep posting this same look, because they gon', I know me, if I see an artist, bro, you ain't got nothing else going on, bro. You just keep reliving that one moment, ain't you, man? I'm gonna think ain't nothing going on in your life. I thought 42 was gonna be one of those that got gone too. It didn't do what it was supposed to do, or what happened with 42? Because they had all, you know how the radio, you know, they got those checklists. They had all the checklists on it.
Bro, this interview gonna make a lot of sense. I'm glad you said that. Like, I'm so glad that you said that.
You know, I be in tune. This real. These is questions. I'm not, you see, for people, if you watch my interviews, I usually look at this phone the entire time. I'm going down the list. Bro, none of these questions I'm asking you was what I planned. Bro. We just went with the flow at this point.
And this, bro, let me be for real with you, bro. I ain't no idiot. When I'm about to drop this project and they was saying they got some people and shit, and I said, no, I want to go home first. Because I knew you was going to give some shit. We was going to do some shit to make people know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, like this ain't
mean?
no like, oh, hey, I got this all like, nah, I'm dead ass like, bro, I don't care if the camera was on or not, we still could have kicked it.
Yeah, bro, like, but this is what happened with 42. I'm so glad you asked that and that you said that about the radio checklist. I gotta say it right in a way. I think everybody who helped me with 42 was very beneficial. Every DJ that pushed it, everybody, management, all that. But a lot of people haven't broke any record like this, if that makes sense. Like a 42 style record. Like you have to think, like some people have this, they're used to breaking a certain style of music, which would probably be trap music or strip club music or something like that. So it's a formula that they use for that type of music. But 42 is like this new wave, this new era or whatnot, so they don't really know what to do.
Like a hybrid.
Like hybrid. They don't really know fully what to do or how to do it. But me, I kind of do. But the fact that I'm not like the big funding or everything of that, like bro, I ain't gonna cap, like I ain't like a nigga that just can say, yeah, I wanna put a whole 100K behind this song. You get what I'm saying? So I gotta do groundwork and market it here and market it there and market it there like that. Me doing it by myself just doesn't work. But when you got a team or a collective of people who see the vision, but only me see it this way, so this is where my money go, but the other people don't really believe in it that way. They believe in it another way. So like if they don't believe in investing it like this, their money just sit there and it's like, so now what you guys could have put like 30 behind, you end up putting like 10 behind.
But that's crazy you said that, bro. It's like,
you know
when I said from the beginning as far as generations talking down, because this is like, shout out my man Mitch Go Crazy, another dude from the north side. I was talking to him about that when we were talking about what label, you want to pick a label. I was like, people don't realize, like, labels, you get a team for the machine. But you got to think, when you need to pick the right machine. Like, he was like, I don't think there was somebody ready for a 42 type record. That's what I was telling him. It's like, yo, you could have a smash, but if you a trap artist and you don't link yourself in with nothing but R&B people, they can't do nothing for you. All the connections for you, anywhere they can send you is not where you need to be. It's not going to produce the metrics, analytics you need to produce, and they don't want to hear it there. So the places that they do want to hear it, your team can't get it there. Or like you said, they're going to have to pay because you don't have a, hey man, you know you owe me a favor, I need you to do this.
In this market. But all these other markets, I can easily do that. Like the strip club markets, the like certain radio stations or whatnot, we got pulled to certain like, but this market here, bro, is like, it was new because I wasn't even ready for a 42 record, but I just knew I know which direction to take it to, but it's still like, bro, I've met people that can help me in that lane now that 42 is done, to the point where when I drop this project and it has a few more of those sounding type songs on it as well, that okay, cool. It probably can do a little better, and 42 will get that birth because think about it, a lot of this world still hasn't heard.
Out for the South, because the way you were just talking, I said, damn, we done gave up on 42.
No,
I was like,
I didn't give up on 42. It's just I'm just ready to drop something new, if that makes sense. Like,
no, that makes sense, man. Let's get to this new project. Like I said, we gonna try to make sure. So my watch time, I know I gotta keep it somewhere in the hour range, because you know I go all day. Like this is one of those like this is legit. I'm a fan. I want to know. It's like me sitting here with like Dre. Like I care, so I want to know these things. But I got to think. All right, how long can I keep these people attention? Let me. I know you here for a reason, so let me still let you talk, and then we can still talk after once I make sure it's within my usual metric they'll watch for. Talk to me about this project real quick, man.
This project right here is called Slim Reaper.
Are we doing Alien God anymore?
I'm still Alien God.
Oh, okay.
I'm always Alien God. I'm big Alien God.
How many names have you had? You know, that's another thing. It's hard to keep up with you, man, because you switch a name quick, man.
So, bro, what happened is I blew up too quick. Like, not say blew up, but I did.
Nah, don't shortchange yourself.
I didn't have no solidified name. So it was kind of like I was just going through. But then I had one that I thought was going to stick, which was the Dos Deriachi. But then I was out. Yeah. But then I was out, and then it was kind of like somebody was like, bro, how the fuck am I going to type that shit in? Like, if you telling me that in the club.
That's a fact. That's like my man. I love him. He one of my favorite local artists. Other than you, y'all probably my top two. My man Serion Los. I said, bro, you got some of the best music, but until I really got in tune with you, I ain't had no idea how to spell that. So like even when I wanted to pull somebody up or tell them, but I can't find them. Like
Bro.
that's the issue I would see with. I can't even think about how to spell Dos Deriachi.
Oh God, and that's what. And crazy part is the Deriachi. One of my professors when I was in college, he used to call me that because he was Persian. And so in Persia, my name is Dariash. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, which was a prince of Persia. You know what I'm saying? So he used to call me Dariash. And so I just kind of sweated it up like Dos Dariachi because, you know, I was going by like Young Overdose or Dose and stuff before that. So it was kind of like at the point I was like, man, fuck that. So me and my friends always like the B Brown T Boys, like we always call each other like Foolay, like instead of like Fool, like we'd be like, what up Foolay or some shit. So I was like, you know what, bro, since that's what we calling each other, I'm the homie DC. So Foolay DC really means homie DC. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm your homie DC. So that's how Foolay DC came, and Foolay DC just stuck. You know, I've been on the weird wave, making like this style of music and everything. Like, and I actually do kind of fuck with like intergalactic things of that. Man, I don't want. Yeah, I like aliens and stuff. Like the thought of it, and so that's why people start calling me like Alien God or doing certain things of that nature.
Hey, off topic. I gotta ask, since you're the alien God, you think aliens exist?
Yeah.
I be doing my research, man. I think, bro, this universe is too big to tell me only life exists here.
Yeah.
I ain't saying there's no like walking around like aliens like people think, but like there's some microbes somewhere on another planet. Off topic as hell, but I just had to. You can't have an alien guy here and not ask that.
Yeah. They definitely do exist, bro. Yeah, it's aliens literally walking amongst us, and you will never know it. It's a fact. I'm telling you.
That's a fact. We ain't even discovered everything on this planet. You can go in the ocean and pull something out that you ain't never seen before, and technically that could be an alien to you if you ain't know no better.
Bro, that's one thing that when I be doing research, they say everybody want to look out of space for aliens. You need to be looking in the water. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
It just take too much effort. Don't nobody that water pressure. Ain't nobody trying to deal with all that.
It take too much effort. But yeah, I'm still Alien God. But Slim Reaper is a name that like one of my close homeboys, Marco Kendrick, gave me because
I worked with Marco before.
Yeah,
I know Marco.
Yeah, I'm Slim, and bro, like it's like shit. When you be doing this music and shit, bro, you be killing that shit or whatnot. So it's like Slim Reaper, and I was like, damn, bro. I wish you would have told me that before I named myself Foolay DC. Cause I probably would have ran with that shit.
That's hard,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I like Foolay better than Slim Reaper, but I like you can have a nickname like your real name. Yeah.
So when I came with this project, bro, it was kind of like this is my first project since I dropped the Just Listen. I dropped 2 EPs since that, but I was like, I'm naming this shit Slim Reaper because it's about to start something, and I'm gonna tell you that as well. But yeah, I'm naming it Slim Reaper, and it's dropping on Halloween, and this project here, bro, damn, it was tough. This is probably one of my hardest projects to make. And my answers be so in depth, bro, but because I feel like everybody, I don't know, bro, it seemed like the people that was around me, that been helping me and doing everything as far as I've been making music, it feel like they kind of like gave up on me in a way.
I can see that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I came with the Slim Reaper, like, and I was like, I'm about to do this right
revenge
now.
Season, yeah.
It's like revenge season, like it's my turn, like, you know what I'm saying? Boom, like, bro, I'm talking about from like my producers, bro, like from niggas who was just in my camp and stuff. It's like people who I done help uplift and build, and it's like, bro, I ain't do none of it for glory or anything, because I love to see people elevate and do that, but it's like, bro, you niggas can send me some beats.
Facts.
You niggas can, you know what I'm saying, like push up on a nigga's obsession or some shit, but it's cool. So I was forced to have to do this shit the old way, but it was needed. Cause this was to myself to show like, bro, you still got enough credentials to reach out to people and they gonna send you some stuff. So I met new producers. I met, you know, like on IG, TikTok, people who been sending me emails. I'm going through like, dang, bro, I see you had sent all these beats a year ago. They ain't really feeling what I'm doing, but I'm working on a project, boom, 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 this is what I'm doing. And then niggas like, bro, I got you, bro. I've been begging to get like a beat with you. And they sending stuff. So That's
you finally using you
exactly.
finally looking at yourself as you should have. Like, bro,
Exactly,
you could have. Why you letting so and so do this for you, bro? You know, bro, look in the mirror, bro. Do you know who you are?
Exactly.
That's basically what happened.
That's
Like,
basically what happened.
This whole tape is me looking in the mirror, man. Finally,
And I seen the damn Slim Reaper.
facts.
When I looked in that mirror, I seen a nigga who's ready to come and take your soul because y'all niggas playing with me.
Facts.
Like,
That's what I
so
like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Because niggas is playing with me, so it's one of them things where it's like, when I drop this one, everybody gonna be like, oh shit. Like, this nigga on one.
He in that mode.
He on one, like, bro. And it's like, I'm telling you, bro, like, it's different, bro. Like, it's different, like, from samples I use on some of the beats to the, like, I use interludes. Like, bro, this shit different,
I
bro.
don't think you ever really did interludes
No,
like that.
bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's...
How many songs on this one?
It's only 11.
Okay.
It's only 11 songs. I gave him 11 songs because, and I'm gonna tell you this, you getting this shit first. We talked about Wine Time. Come February, I'm dropping something with Wine Time. It's called Slim Lover.
Don't tell me you cover with a R&B album.
It ain't gonna be R&B. No, it ain't R&B, but it's R&B. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta hear that. I gotta see
it's
what you're
like
doing
R&B.
with that.
Like it's
I don't
like.
think have you done like songs like in that? I be in tune. I can't
It
think of
ain't
one.
really like on that measure, but like I got like the My Drips, like the she go down on me slow. You know that's all. Like
I heard
My
that
Drips,
one.
yeah. Like,
Because it started out kind of slow.
but on Slim Reaper, I got one called Supernova too. I never dropped it, and that shit is amazing. I swear to God, that shit is amazing. You could play it for your camera girl right there, bro, and she'll be like, "Can you please send me that song?" I'm telling you, bro, it's amazing. Like that Supernova is amazing. Like when I did not like it, but when we did it at the studio, I recorded it was Be in Tune, and it was like females who actually worked there because they got models and everything. But my song was floating through that bit, like. Cause they was sending it out to Supernova, so that's gonna be on the Slim Lover. But on this, I got a song called Better Yet, and then another song called Digital Dash. They not really R&B, but they songs that the females gonna legit be like, be able to, you know what I'm saying, do that little, you know what I'm saying, yeah. So, yeah, bro. I'm excited. That's what I'm saying. This project, I gave them a piece of it all.
You selling me. You ain't gonna sell me because you know I'm
Yeah.
gonna peep it anyway. But you might be selling somebody else.
I'm gonna tell you the last thing so you know what I mean. Say like, you know, when I make music, some people like my high tempo shit. Some people like the monotone, house and late shit. Some people like when I kind of be like raspy or whatnot. On this project, I've combined all of that shit into when I figured out, no matter how long it took me, how to do all that shit at once, bro.
Oh, you selling me. You selling me
You know
hard
what I
on
mean,
this
bro?
one.
Like on Slim Reaper, it's no feature on it from Polo, but Polo is getting credits, like royalties, off of this album because it was one song on this project that I could not come up with 2 bars for, and I sent him the song. It was like, bro, I'm stuck. This nigga sent me a voice memo back and gave me 2 bars. I used 2 damn bars, and I still changed them up. You know what I'm saying? But I still like, bro, boom. So it's like, that happens, bro. Like, it happens.
And when
like,
we get the next Polo feature from you, man, we need that, man. The 2010 to 2012 era, my 2008 to 2012 era need another one.
man, listen.
We need a Polo tape.
We
He still
got-
going by Polo? I might be Mr. Polo.
Polo.
Okay.
Superfly Polo. Yeah, we got hella music together, new music at that, and old shit. But the new music is hitting. You know, we're kind of started going viral and stuff now, so he kind of feeling himself. So
As he should. Hey, if you doing it, do it.
He feeling himself, so we making this new shit that's just like, bro, no, he him. I know I'm him, and it's like he like that. So January. Like I can say that much. He may not want me to tell you no more, but January.
Hey, shout out, man. You know, I don't think, like I told you, I don't think I've ever had a Polo conversation directly with him. But on camera, I say one of the most naturally gifted talents Middle Georgia ever seen. I don't care who on your Mount Rushmore, especially if you from the north side now.
Yeah,
if you from somewhere else, maybe you'll argue whoever from your people.
No,
there
they
is
can't
no.
argue that. They can't argue Polo, bro.
They can't. They can't. If they want to, cool. But I'm talking about on the north side of town, Mount Rushmore, it starts. I don't care else, whoever else you throw on there. And again, I'm talking to somebody who never spoke to him directly. I don't care who else you put on there, who else you argue for. It starts there though.
Yeah,
it starts there. I can't even take you serious if that ain't the first name out your mouth.
Bro. It starts there, bro. Dead ass.
Now, of course, my bias, I'm gonna say you got to be on there too. Yeah. But if those aren't 2 names on your Mount Rushmore, whoever else you got, what is it, 4 people on Mount Rushmore, you can argue. If you want to start arguing generations and things like that, whatever.
Yeah, people gonna do that. But I honestly think majority of people from where we at, from the age brackets of probably like right now until like the age we are, they gonna have me and Polo on there.
You got to. If you objective and you not, now again, I tell everybody when it come to picking your people, you know me, bro, if that's your man, just say that. Like if you want to put your man on there because he your friend, I ain't finna argue with you about that. Just tell me, bro, that's my friend. Yeah. He not coming off of it. All right, cool. But if we talk about objectively, like whatever category we want to pick that we all gonna pick from, not because I know him or him, I don't see how it gets left off of it. Again, and even putting y'all 2 on there, you got 2 more spots. You can put them on there and be respectful and still put your friend in there and get away with it. Like, you just can't, like, come on, bro, be objective.
Because it's hard for me to make one because I can go one off like few different things, but I'm gonna definitely tie influence into it as well when I mean with the music. Like if I make a Mount Rushmore for like Warner Robbins or shit like that.
Let me put you on the spot because we talking about this. I need to know your Warner Robbins Mount Rushmore.
Okay. My Warner Robbins Mount Rushmore of artists. Am I doing this, bro? Is me.
Yeah.
Polo.
Yep.
Kenny E. I don't know if you know Kenny E.
He was rapping with y'all back in the day.
He was rapping before us, but he was Polo Sensei.
He was on that song.
He was on a song with me on my first
What's
project.
that song? No, I'm talking about with Polo. Like I said, I don't pretend. I ain't never talked to Polo, but I know his song.
Yeah, he was on a lot of songs with Polo, bro.
That real big smash we had on the north side.
Oh, the nigga wanna hit?
Yeah, he was on that, wasn't he?
No, that was Key Money.
Shout out Key Money. That's my guy. Key Money have been on free Key Money, by the way. For real talk, man. That's my guy. That's real love right there.
That was actually Key Money on the D niggas.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Key Money, man.
Yeah, but him and Kenny E got a lot. But I'm putting Kenny E on the Mount Rushmore because he had he was damn near signed, bro. Like he showed Polo the ropes, and then Polo showed me the ropes.
Y'all seeing the real, like we seeing real lineage right here, man.
And then Polo showed me the ropes. After that, let me see. And this is not gonna be on everybody's Mount Rushmore, but it could. But I'm gonna put Brother Haitian on there. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna put him on there because bro legitimately had one of the biggest songs.
That's a fact. They still playing it.
Yes, they still playing that Warner Robbins, Middle George ever. And I have actually,
I was in New Orleans hearing that song, bro. I was like, y'all listen to this here?
Exactly.
No funny.
Exactly, bro. And it's still being played. And he is like, bro, I've been in a studio with bro. And bro is like a real musician though. Like bro can legit sing. Like,
that's a fact.
And you know what I'm saying?
I've seen some videos of him.
And bro come up with music, and a lot of the songs that he made is about like real life North stuff. Like he got a lot of great music to me that I don't know what happened or what's going on that the world didn't hear, like or anything of that nature. I know how this music game is, so I understand. But yeah, he's definitely on my Mount Rushmore. And then that 5th spot.
It's only 4 on Mount Rushmore. Now, if you want to put if you want to just put who would have been like your 6th man,
okay,
I thought is it 4? Don't get me lying. I could have sworn on Mount Rushmore's only 4. I don't know either. Tell us your 5th person though. We don't put it on the spot. We didn't know who would be your top 5 basically.
Okay, my 5th person. If we're going, bro, I'm gonna keep that shit above. I'm gonna have to go you, and I'm gonna tell you for a real reason. This is for real reason. This is real. When I say it go influence and everything else, because for one, I told you earlier today, you make music Drake level. That's just a fact. Drake level music. Don't push it. I don't know why, but cool. Right. For 2, you can step in the ring right now and go battle rap Jadakiss level. Not Jadakiss level. What buddy name is?
What are you talking about? Oh, I know you talking about. What you talking about? Oh, from Philly though.
Yes, from Philly.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, yeah, Cassidy level. Yes, and you can go like that with ease without practice. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga is just you have that bag. Okay, cool. Then you can sit here and bring a group of creatives, some of the best creators from the city and people that are doing everything to a platform, and everybody watches, everybody engages, and lift them up and go and do a damn setup cipher just to eat the niggas you brought without eating them. So yeah.
Now that's love. One thing about me, I always
your flowers, because you do be eating them niggas, and you need to stop doing that.
See, I definitely appreciate it, man. Now, my thing is, I'm not going, like, if we had, and the reason I always say I shouldn't be on a Mount Rushmore one, I take way too many breaks, and I'm never, like, y'all, the other people you put on that list, they are serious about me. And that's a slight, maybe I should be, but I'm not. So
no, I'm telling you, my Mount Rushmore is created in a way of, if I put 5 people that I just named on the song, it will go plat.
That's a fact.
That's why. So that's, I don't want to hear anything else.
My only thing I'm gonna say about me too is everybody else on this list has the ability, because I'm on it. Like a lot of rappers, or I don't even call myself a rapper, I'm in the podcast like, but a lot of musicians aren't honest with themselves. There is probably, just objectively speaking, we talking bar for bar from Warner Robins. You probably have a difficult time naming another person other than Clone. Shout out Clone respectively, but bar for bar, who could like keep up? Like lyrically, yeah. But
that's why I'm putting you on there, bro.
But like, the drawback I would have to say is, if we talking song ability, I don't make, and this is me as the person who makes the songs, I don't make necessarily the smashes like y'all. I'm not in that vein. If you needed somebody to create you a hit, I'm probably not in the top 20 people you call. Now, if you just need somebody, hey, I need you to just wild out on this beat. But that's why too. If you're going to put me on there, that's love, but put me on a distant fifth, because, again, I hold you all to the high regard. You all make the industry level sounds. I don't make industry level sounds, so I don't even want to be tied in, because to me, I feel like that's more of a slight to you all. And one, the work, like I said, I don't take this serious. Y'all put the effort in. Y'all put the work in. Y'all have created these hits. Like, I don't have a hit. Brother Haitian, yeah, he deserves to be like, he has a smash. You have multiple smashes. Mr. Polo, he is Polo.
Yeah.
Like, those
and
are.
He created niggas in Warner Robins.
He created the smash era. So that's why I'm like, I appreciate it. That's love. But respectfully, I'm here. Y'all are here.
Well, the fifth, if I took you off, the fifth would just have to be like a 3-way tie.
Which one? Who?
For me, it would be Fambro, Mitch, and CGM Slug.
I like, though, I don't know Fambro. I'm not gonna pretend. I like to check him out. I check him out.
He had a smash.
Only thing with those guys, again, same thing with me. They young. They definitely can probably put up a record. And that's the thing too. You guys, 2008. You guys been doing this forever. To bring these new artists in, they crazy talented. They definitely building a resume. But it's real tough to put that resume up against a Polo, against a DC, even a Brother Haitian. Like,
I can put Fambro's resume up, but you gotta go check him out.
I had to take your word. Anybody who watching this, check him out, man. If he fits, let us know. But
I will put Fambro's resume in there, and the reason I'm gonna say I'm gonna put his resume in there because, I mean, he's probably like 25-ish now, but when he was like 17-ish, 18-ish, bro, that nigga had a song, the Commando song or whatever, that was in Northside High School, Houston County High School, Warner Robins High School, and it made its way to me in Atlanta as an artist because my niece and nephew was sending it to me on some shit, and I heard it, and I would go on SoundCloud and I would look at the numbers, and it was like, I'm like, damn, this young nigga hit hard. Then you go listen to another one, and he doing the numbers like that too, and it's like, I'm like, okay, cool, and he's still doing his thing, and the reason I put him in there, I have to, because I'm gonna give him the utmost respect because he had a football scholarship. He moved to Atlanta and did the same exact thing I did. He went to music school to like learn how to engineer. This nigga is living in Atlanta now, making music, following these same steps. Like some of the people that I know, I be seeing him doing their events, like the playlist parties with Meet the Underdogs and all that. People, they posting him on the next to blow list for the Meet the Underdogs and shit. And
he's putting a resume in.
The working, like, you get what I mean? Like,
I respect the work most
ethic,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean when I say I be looking at it, bro. Because it's like the Meet the Polos And me and the Polos, like the work ethic is unmatched. I'm just keeping it a buck. I feel like my work ethic is like superior to everybody. But
It's a fact. You know I'm biased. I gotta say I'm biased. One thing I'm gonna admit my bias,
Like,
but hey, I don't
like-
see a lie.
I feel like my work is superior to everybody, and I don't even like to speak on this, but I feel like even certain knowledge of people that I've given them or something about music or the hands that I've played in some of like the hits or niggas who've had hit songs, if they would have just listened to me, they would have really changed their lives. Like they would have really changed their lives.
That's give you a flower. That's something you like just watching you. I don't even know if you told me directly, but yo, half the industry is work, bro. Like that's half the effort. Like you could be more talented than me, but if I work, if you at the crib chilling and I done popped out over here and got in contact with this person, don't matter. It really don't matter.
Niggas would have changed their life. Cause like I said, I get everybody the game, bro. I tell them, but it's like one of those things where, bro, like I done been cussed out by my baby mamas before, like anything of this nature, because it's like, nigga, I done spent everything into music type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to make sacrifices. Yeah, thank God, nigga don't have to live like that no more. But nigga, it was a time when it was like, bro, I know this is gonna work and I'm gonna do this. And one thing I have realized, no, I don't give a fuck if I've had a song go gold or platinum or anything like that yet. But bro, music feeds me and my family. Like not even just off of my music, off of placements I've gotten, like writing for people or anything of this nature. Like, bro, so I try to tell people ways that they can do it, but it's like, hey, I can't.
That's me. I can give game all day, but whatever you do with it, I said every interview, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Whatever you choose to do with it is your business.
Bro,
but then later on,
$20K to get this game and give it to you for free, and you don't want to do nothing with it. I'm not gonna do it for you.
That's why I say,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I tell you what it is, but at the end of the day, if you don't do it, all I ask is don't come on wherever you at crying, man. Nobody put me on, bro. I told you, bro. That's all I ask. When it go left, just don't pretend nobody looked out for you. That's all, man. But the floor, I know people hate, man. I know we've been talking probably about an hour and a half, and I know people be like, man, but by analytics, they like my watch video. They like my videos around 50 minutes. I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all just gonna have to deal with an hour and a half on this one. If I can cut some stuff, cool, to get it down a little bit. I don't really know what I can cut out of this though. So I'm like, y'all might just have to deal with it. Hey, if it's too long for you, come back and watch it a little bit here and then come back and watch the rest of it. As long as you got the most important part, which is he got a tape coming on Halloween that you need to listen to. And I'm gonna tell you now, you at least got one guaranteed listener for that tape. And he's the one talking to you. I don't know what else. I can't guarantee nothing else, but I've been following you this long. I appreciate you. I respect you. A real legend. Like I don't just give flowers to give flowers, man. Like this is one of those. Like you know, my schedule packed. I told you for the longest. When you ready, bro,
we gonna do it.
I'm gonna clear that schedule for you, bro.
But I respect it so much, bro. That's why when you said that, I was just like, bro, look, just let me know when you can do it, bro. Cause like, bro, you doing it. But yeah, bro, this nigga right here, bro. This man gonna get a lot of success. Like I can already see where it's gonna go. Hey, remember now, when you talking to this nigga, talk to him nice. It's the big floater, Foolay DC, Slim Reaper drop, October the 31st, Halloween. Put your spooky shit on, put your girl up, cause we snatching them up like trick-or-treat bags, you know?
Hey, what's the single on that? I ain't mean to cut you off.
The single is called Plenty.
Okay.
Plenty. It's called Plenty.
So y'all got plenty of time when it drop to make sure you go check it out. I need y'all to check it out and then tell your mama to check it out, tell your sister to check it out, tell your best friend's best friend to check it out. I need everybody saluting, supporting one of our own. Like this ain't just one of them guys. This is the guy, man. This is a Mount Rushmore, man. Honor and a pleasure. You already know I can give you every accolade, every compliment in the book. Not only do you deserve it, you've earned it, man. I'm just happy for you, happy for everything you got going on and that you'll continue to have going on, man. But if you don't have nothing else to say, my name is Lawrence Ray, and we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out.